Hello. I don't know what I'm actually going to do with this clip, but my second exam is today, so I wanted to make a pre-clip and an after clip, kind of like I did for the first one, but I didn't want to make a full video because it's probably going to be pretty short. I'm walking to campus right now, so that's what's going on, because I didn't want to sit in my car and be late, so I'm going to do this while walking to campus. Just to give you a little background for timeline purposes, today is Thursday, November 4th, so Sunday was Halloween. Last Wednesday it was my birthday. Last week I did birthday things. I went to a pumpkin patch and all kinds of stuff, and then I had some friends come over for movie night, and then I had brunch with some other friends on Halloween. So I had a lot of just hanging out and stuff going on. I did not study at all last weekend, so I started studying for this exam on Monday, and this exam should cover traumatic brain injury. There's a part 1 and a part 2, mild traumatic brain injury, aka concussion, and then multiple sclerosis or MS, and that one has a part 1 and part 2. And then for lab, it's pretty much just coordination and balance. I think that's the main one we've been doing. So yeah, so I've literally looked over the PowerPoints several times. I reread both the TBI chapter and the MS chapter and looked over the guided readings. The thing that's different from studying for this exam is I did not study with my buddy this time because the second years have been super busy doing other stuff, so I totally understand. I hope that I still do okay from just reading. Normally I do better when I do talk to somebody about it, but we're just gonna wing it because I'm pretty much super over it right now, which is kind of why I want to make this clip, because I want to see if it actually makes a big impact. This one, since I have done so well so far during this semester, I do have a bit of a buffer, some leeway. So honestly, I'm not gonna be upset if I don't get an A on this exam. I'm hoping for a B, but I mean, if I get a C, I really don't think it will be the end of the world. But if I get a C, then I'll be really all right, Anna, what the heck? So I'm thinking B is totally doable, and I'll probably say after the test, because normally even the preliminary score, we pretty much always get points back. It just happens. Some of the questions don't make sense, or there's 2 correct answers or whatever. So that happened on the last one. I ended up at the beginning with an 88, but then ended up being a 96 or something. It bumped up really high. So that's what I'm also hoping for. But yeah, I was just totally losing motivation and just really over it. I'm super over it. That's basically it. I just wanted to make a little thing about what happens for the second exam. I don't know if this will be its own mini video, or maybe make a collab for the final and the practical, depending on how those go and how long those videos are, because y'all know that I can talk up a storm if it goes bad. So anyway, wish me good luck. I'm also wearing my Minion shirt. You probably can't tell, but it says what on the top. So this is how I feel. I literally have had this shirt since undergrad. It's one of my favorite shirts to wear for exams. So I decided to wear it today because I'm this is literally how I feel. But yeah, all right. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna even look over stuff at this point. There is a little, like, all of the tests are cumulative, and I definitely did not really look over much of stuff from the previous exam. Last year, they would like go over like key concepts that like we didn't do well on, that they wanted to like, you know, reintroduce for the second exam. But like literally we didn't even do an exam review after the first one. Like, so like the class just did really well, like they didn't need it. So honestly, like I have no idea how much like previous information is gonna be on this test. So we'll see. Anyway, that is officially it. Thanks for coming by my video today. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next clip after my test. Goodbye! Okay, after test thoughts. We didn't get a review, so I don't actually know how I did, because normally that's like obviously how you know like how many questions you missed. I flagged quite a few of them, and there was a few that I was like between two, and 90% of the time I choose the wrong one. So, you know, it's fine. So we'll see. Apparently a couple of the other second year students won't be able to take it yet. We have a couple people out with COVID, so that's probably why. And why we didn't get a review is because people still need to take the exam. Also, sorry if you can hear background noises. I'm currently in the canyon, which is what we call this little outdoor area, and you can hear all the like cars and everything. But yeah, like how I feel about the exam, like I think that I did okay enough to definitely get a B, I hope. But yeah, there were some questions I just really wasn't sure on. Obviously a few that were like previous content that I didn't really look over. I was not confident on those at all, but it's fine. I'll update you guys when I get my score, because I'm not really sure like what to say, because like I flagged like a few of them and I can't even remember like specifics. Not that you would really understand them anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, so I don't really have much to say on that, so I guess I'll just update you once I get my score and see how it goes. Honestly, I might actually go into like their office and review my test, even if I do well, just because there are a few that I was confused on, because I just want to know like their thoughts on like why it was right. So we'll see. I didn't do that for the first one because like I did so well, like I only missed like 6 questions, and then we got points back, so I was like whatever. For this one I might actually like review my exam, so if I do that I will make a little update for that. So ta-ta for now, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, hi guys. I am sitting outside because it is so beautiful out right now. We got the sun coming up, and it's just, I mean, it's not the greatest view because it's just like, I call it the backyard of my apartment complex, so it's just like the other building, but the weather's really nice. We have this little setup, got a camping chair, and I got a little table in front of me, so if it's off angle, I apologize. But I realized that I forgot to make a clip with my results for my second exam, so that's where I'm gonna insert this, but I also have something else to talk about. But for the second exam, my final score ended up being an 84%. So as you just saw, I didn't get a preliminary score because we didn't get a review after the exam because other students still had to take it. So my final score was an 84, which probably means that I got like lower originally because we normally get points back, which is totally fine. Like the end score is the only one that like really matters anyway. I'm like totally fine with it. Like I said, like I was like, I'm hoping for a B, that's all I care about, and I got it, and so that's all that really mattered. I did not review the exam with the professors because I just don't want to put myself in that awkward situation, because I know like I've done it before, and then with me being a repeat student, it's always like awkward when like I have interruptions. They're like, oh, were you understanding it better this time and stuff, and like I don't know, like I personally kind of find it like a little condescending, because I don't know, like I don't want to like say ill of like the professors or anything, like blah blah blah, but like I just don't appreciate like when they like say stuff like that, because it makes it seem like I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. But anyway, long story short, I didn't go review my exam because I'd have to go into their office hours, and then like I don't think that it's necessarily worth it. I know in my last clip I like wanted to know what like their rationale was for like why it was the right answer or whatever, but at this point like I don't really think it matters. And as far as like what I need to know, like I think they obviously go into a lot more detail. So anyway, I didn't review it. That's the bottom line. The other thing that I wanted to talk about in this clip is that I am going to take a practice exam for the MPTE, because I've mentioned this before that I have to take a comps exam. So that's a comprehensive exam, which is basically a practice board exam. So for our program, you have to get a passing score on the comps, which for them, a passing score is a 550. On the actual MPTE, a passing score is a 600. For the comps, I have to get at least a 550 to move on to clinicals. And that's just how not every PT school does that. So keep that in mind if you're a PT student or thinking about going to PT school. NAU does it, but I don't know about other programs, because NAU, since they tag all of their clinicals at the end of the program, the comp exam is a way for them to determine whether they feel like you're ready to go to clinicals, whereas a lot of other programs intersperse their clinicals during the program. So like you might have like your first semester and then have a clinical after that. So it just depends on the program specifically. Like I said, so for my program, I have to take the comp exam. So I haven't taken a practice exam at all. I did do like a review course with my class in the spring, because like I wanted to make sure that I at least got, you know, the education. I have the book and everything. It gives you like study tips and stuff like that. I've been watching like review videos. I've been reading my score builders book, but because I have to take my comp exam in the next like 3 to 4 weeks, I don't have a specific date quite yet. But the reason why I want to take this practice exam is to see like where I'm at and what I need to focus on, and that way that'll give me a better determination of whether I feel like I need a little bit more time to study or not, because finals are in like 3 weeks. Like this week is Thanksgiving, and then next week is my final practical, and the week after that is final. So 2 weeks. Cool. Obviously I need to also pass my neuro finals, because if I don't pass this class then we're back to square one. but I honestly don't have any worries about that. Like I said before the second exam, because I have such a good buffer right now, like I do have an A in the class as of right now, the last time I checked, and there's also been like 2 or 3 assignments that they haven't even put into the grade book yet, so hopefully that will like bump me up as well, so that like for the final at least, like if I do not as well, it won't like crush me. Also, because I only need a B in the class, technically I don't need to have an A. That's why I'm more focusing on the comps and studying for that, because at this point in time I feel like that's a bigger priority, because if I don't pass that exam, then I can't move on to clinicals. So I am going to take a Score Builders practice exam to kind of help me guide my studying habits. So I just wanted to make a clip before that, and I will insert one afterwards. Just a, you know, quick review if you guys are a PT student and don't know. So the NPTE is your national board exam. It is 250 questions and you have 5 hours to take it, but only 200 of those are actually scored. 50 of those questions are like practice questions that they use to see if they're like a good question for future exams, but you can't tell which ones are like not graded. So you have to get a 600 out of 800, like I said, to get a passing score to get your license. The practice exams are usually set up in a similar manner. So I'm literally going to be taking a practice exam sitting at my desk for the next 5 hours. I am going to finish my breakfast. I tried to simulate as much as I could. I still got up at the same time, took a shower, got ready, stuff like that I would on a normal day, because even though like, you know, I don't have work or school or anything today, I wanted to still like simulate my normal routine. Obviously this part, I don't normally sit outside in my patio and make a YouTube video, but it was really nice out, so I decided that I wanted to have my breakfast outside, and then I wanted to make a little clip for this stuff. So that is the dealio right now. Once I finish my breakfast and, you know, take a little mental break, then I will take my practice exam. I'm going to use Score Builders because I have 3 practice exams through them, and you know, see how it goes so that I can focus on my studying. The rest of my practice exams, I apparently can't say that, I am going to wait to use for the actual NPTE, because like I don't want to waste all my practice exams for just the comps, because the comps is a PEAT exam, which is in itself a practice exam. So your school can pay for 2 PEAT exams, and then there's also 2 individual ones that you could pay for separately. The comps exam is like a practice NPTE exam. So that's what I'm going to be actually taking. And then if I don't pass the first one, then I have to use my second one that they pay for. And then if I don't pass that one, I think they have to go to like another company and get it from there. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. Let's pray, okay? But yeah, so that's it for now. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to separate all of this. I did make another clip that was after this in my editing, but because of this clip, I might have that video be separate, because it is talking about a inpatient experience that I did for neuro, and just talking about like, you know, the patients that I did, just because whenever I have like inpatient experiences, I feel like that's really valuable and I want to like remember those. Obviously had to be careful because of HIPAA not to reveal any personal health information, so I haven't edited that part yet, just to make sure that I, you know, don't say anything I'm not supposed to say. But depending on how long this video is in total, that might come after this, or it might be a separate video. So either way, if it is a separate video, I will put it at the end of this one so that you can click on it and watch it. Otherwise, you can watch it after this if it's in the same video. So hope that makes sense. Because I'm here, I'm just gonna say it now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I know I'm a very small YouTuber and my content is kind of all over the place. So I know sometimes it's hair, sometimes it's makeup, it's PT videos, it's talking about keto, like it's all kinds of stuff. But if you are interested in any of that, I would love to have you, subscribe and like any of my videos. So I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next clip or video. So see you later. So I just took my practice exam and it's about as bad as you can get. I mean, I guess it could be worse, but it's pretty bad. I almost don't want to show you, but we're all here to learn and experience this together. So I'm going to show you my performance analysis. Please be kind and do not judge me, and know that I have not fully studied. This was literally just a base, so keep that in mind, because obviously I've been focusing on like my neuro class, and I like just started studying like comp stuff. Like I switched to Snapchat, so it cut me off, so I don't know where that cut me off, but here we go. This is my performance analysis. So as you can see, I got less than a 50% on this. If you want to look, specific systems, I pretty much didn't do very well on most of them. That's great. Here's some more of like the specific outlines. And yeah. So love that for me. So I did not review each section prior to submitting it, because just going through it, I really wasn't confident on 99% of my answers. So going back through it, I was like, I'm not going to like all of a sudden know the answer. Normally on an exam, I like answer everything and then I go back through. I did go back over the ones that I marked, but after the first two sections, I stopped marking them for section 3 and 4, because the ones that I marked, I literally was like, I have absolutely zero idea. So looking at it again, I was like, there's no point in looking at this again. I did have a lot of extra time. I still had an hour and a half left, so I absolutely had enough time to review each section. This practice exam also only had 4 sections instead of the 5 sections that are on the actual NPTE. So the actual NPTE is 5 hours, so this one had 4 sections and I only had 4 hours. But I definitely, like, I took my break, which is after the second section, which was good because I had to use the restroom, so that was perfect. I got a snack and I was like, okay, cool. The third section, I did like feel a little bit like more fatigued, I guess. I started like zoning out and I had to like wake up, I guess. So it is definitely like a mental battle and like a lot of endurance as well. So that's another reason why I wanted to like practice, to kind of just see. It honestly went by a lot faster than I expected though. But like I said, I did still have like an hour and a half left over. But I mean, it's like really just, I didn't know the answer. answers. So obviously I am going to review the test and give rationale and everything. I'm not going to record that part because it's boring, and like I don't want to give like answers if somebody else ends up doing this exam. I'm sure it's different, but I don't want to get like plagiarized or whatever for filming it. So I'm not going to make a clip for like actually going over everything. Maybe I'll make one after, and you know, once I kind of know, I'll be like, okay, I'm just dumb or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, so definitely have a lot of studying to do and reviewing, which I already knew, but this at least gives me some kind of base. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now.